What consumes you financially right now? What do you think about all the time? Everyone's got something that they think about financially. I know I do. And the truth is, it consumes me. When I think about this one element, which I'll tell you about in a second, I am consumed. I can't think about anything else. And I hope that my efforts financially will pay off in this one particular area. Now it's not what you think. It's not a day-to-day problem. It's a long-term problem. It's not retirement. I'm not worried about that at all. I max out my retirement plan and I put a lot of money toward retirement. There's one element of my life though that I feel like I lack control over, and that is my kids' college education. If I don't fund it, they'll have to take out student loans. Okay, good, bad, or otherwise, that is reality. The problem, though, is if they can't take out as much student loans or as many student loans as they need, then I get re-involved again involuntarily. You see, a kid can only take out so many student loans before the parent is forced to co-sign or borrow directly on their behalf, and that's where I want to shut it down. If I'm going to commit to having my kid learn something about money, it will come back and bite me. That's where this is different than it was 15 to 20 years ago, when you could say your kids need to learn the value of an education, so they need to put themselves through it. Okay, cool, then, and that worked back then. Now that doesn't work because it will come back on you, the parent. So here's my strategy. I'm going to teach my kids about money. I do it every single day. And it has nothing to do with having them work for their college education. They're going to understand money separately, and I'm going to fund their education for two reasons. Number one, because my parents paid for mine, and it makes sense to pass the torch forward. And number two, because I don't want their education to cost me my retirement. So that's why I am obsessive about saving for my kids' college education. We fund it regularly, and when we have extra money, we put it towards there. Money I make from different aspects of my business go directly there when it flows through. So that's important to me. That's what I stress out over. But the good news is I control that stress by trying to actually address it and put money toward that concern. And so I encourage you to do the same. If you have an area of your financial life that you're struggling with, don't just sit there and worry about it. Throw money at it, because generally speaking, that'll make the worry go away.